What is up, everybody? It is Monday, March 14th, 2011. We're 20 days away from WrestleMania, and this is a Monday Night Raw review. I haven't done one of these since August 9th. You know, when I first started YouTube, that's all I did, and now, or that and SmackDown reviews, and I haven't done one since August. So it's crazy. Anyway, I want to start the video by saying thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you guys for supporting me. Love you guys. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed and you happen to find this video by any chance, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right up top there. Thank you. Follow me on Twitter, link down there. I tweet during the shows, Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, during the pay-per-views, and about random stuff in my life. So follow me on Twitter down there. Don't forget to also subscribe to my other channel. I just put up a video this past week, so you can click the annotation right up top there, and it'll take you to it, and it'll be also there at the end of the video, so you can watch this video and then go to that video if you want. Alright, so Monday Night Raw is live in St. Louis, Missouri. I gotta say, overall, let's start off with the overall. I think the show did a really good job building to WrestleMania, probably better than any of the other shows we've seen so far. As we're getting closer to WrestleMania, it seems like WWE is really kicking it into overdrive. You know, it wasn't really wrestling heavy, but I think what it did this week differently than what it did like the previous weeks is that it really gave you some really compelling stuff, and I did quite enjoy this show, if I do say so myself. I don't know what that was. Okay, so the show opens up with The Rock. The Rock opens the show with a sort of kind of skit where he's on the phone talking to the president on his little iPhone or whatever it is, and John Cena's music hits Cena, or a young kid who is posing to be John Cena, and he starts rapping to The Rock. The Rock goes back and forth with this little kid. It was actually really funny stuff. If you have a chance, you didn't get to see it, go check it out. It's actually pretty funny. So again, what this brings up is that Rock doesn't need to be live on Raw to make an impact, because I thought that this segment was actually really funny. So then we go live to the arena, where the first scene you get is Michael Cole in his little like announcer pod, and I swear to God, it had me cracking up. It was just so hilarious that he would go so far as to put himself in a pod, because he is so far and away better than he's a broadcast journalist. He cannot be sitting next to the likes of Josh Matthews or Jerry Lawler. He has to be in his own pod doing his job, his award-winning broadcast journalism. Anyway, the Miz comes out. He cuts a promo on John Cena and The Rock, telling them that they need to take him seriously, and we would find out later in the night that he's serious. So the Raw GM chimes in and says that there's going to be two first-ever matches tonight. John Cena will face the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Champion, Alberto Del Rio, and the Miz will be facing this man, and out comes Great Khali. I don't get WWE. Great Khali does not win matches. So I don't know if they thought that Great Khali was supposed to be a threat to the Miz, but the guy can barely walk down the ramp, as I always say, much less wrestle. And so it was a really short match. Alex Riley came out. He interfered. He interfered on behalf of the Miz, obviously, and then Miz just took a steel chair and destroyed Great Khali. It must have been like 10 to 15 chair shots. Great Khali's back was just bleeding. The chair was broken. It was just a really, really huge beatdown. And this would start off. This show was basically the Miz showing the world that he is a serious threat, and he is going to retain the championship at WrestleMania. Backstage, we get a Snooki promo. She's the guest star, guest host, whatever you want to call it, tonight. She's talking to John Morrison. In comes Vicky Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero tries to say that she was going to be on Playboy, and Snooki's still in the spotlight. She tries to slap Snooki. Snooki blocks it, Stephanie McMahon style. Slaps her back though, and that's how that segment ended. Whatever. Then we have Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. All right, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. This is actually it was a decent match. I enjoyed the matchup. It showcased both of these stars really well. The stipulation was that if Sheamus lost this matchup, he would have to quit WWE. He said it last week, so that was a stipulation. The match, I thought, again, it was a longer match than we've seen in Raw for the past couple of weeks, and I thought it was a good job. We had a lot of near falls. Both guys worked really well in the ring. It turns out though that Sheamus ends up picking up the win and becoming the new United States Championship, beating Daniel Bryan. So his losing streak ends there, and we'll see where Sheamus can go from here. Hopefully he can kind of regain some of the steam that he lost. Alright, then we have Michael Cole teasing that he has somebody from Jerry Lawler's past that is going to expose Jerry the King Lawler for the man he truly is. So Cole comes to the ring, and it turns out to be Grandmaster Sexay, the WWF star, co-partner and Too Cool. I used to play that guy in I remember I used to be Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, and I used to face Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty in WWF No Mercy. You guys know about that? Yeah, that was a really good wrestling game, by the way. I miss those days. Simple. Anyway, yeah, so Grandmaster Sexy comes out and he starts talking a lot of personal business. He says that he felt like he never had a dad because his dad was always traveling. He said he didn't take on the Lawler name because he was ashamed of Jerry the King Lawler. He was ashamed, and then he asked Jerry Lawler, how does it feel to know that your son competed in WrestleMania before he did? And that was pretty low. He got in Jerry Lawler's face, started pushing him and all this stuff. And he walked away, and Michael Cole called him a coward. Out comes the OKU theme song, and out comes JR, Jerry the King Law, Jim Ross, and he comes out to a huge pop, and Jim Ross is just telling Michael Cole that he needs to stop. He's taking it far enough. Jack Swagger attacks Jerry Lawler at ringside, and then locks the ankle lock in on Jim Ross, and Jim Ross is screaming, trying to get out. Obviously, Jerry Lawler comes in, tries for the save, but to no avail. Jack Swagger just locks the ankle lock in on him, and then Michael Cole locks the ankle lock in, and that's how the segment ends. So, and I gotta say, I don't know if I did it justice, but this segment was really good. I would say probably the best segment of the night. It was very, very well played out, and I think the rivalry between Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler is making for an amazing feud. Amazing series of events are happening. Now the match at WrestleMania probably won't be that good, but you know, I gotta say this was definitely a very good segment on WWE's part. It took up a lot of time, but I was glued to my seat and I didn't mind watching. Then we have Randy Orton versus Mason Ryan. Now Randy Orton has taken out members of Nexus up until this point, and so the question was, will he be able to make sure that it's a one-on-one contest? Because remember the stipulation, if Randy Orton beats a member of Nexus, they are banned from WrestleMania, and he's taking them out with punches as well. So the hometown boy versus Mason Ryan, a short match. It was too brief for me to even say anything. Mason Ryan was going for something. Randy Orton reversed in an RKO. He wins. CM Punk standing on the stage the whole time. Randy Orton looks like he's gonna leave. He runs back in the ring, punts the hell out of Mason Ryan. CM Punk runs to the ring. They have a little confrontation, but CM Punk backs away, and that's how this ends. I gotta say, again, the match was too brief to grade, but also the rivalry between Randy Orton and CM Punk is really getting lost in the shuffle on Monday Night Raw, and so I'm not looking forward to this feud isn't that good, and I think the match might be better, but we'll have to see about that. You know, the show is so packed that it seems like they're moving the Triple H Undertaker feud over to SmackDown, as it looks like this week on SmackDown, per the commercial that aired during Raw. We're going to see some stuff between Triple H and Undertaker, so look forward to that. SmackDown, I will be doing a SmackDown review on Friday. So we got a Raw review at Monday, SmackDown review Friday. That should be good, hopefully. We'll see. Then we have Vicky Guerrero versus Trish. Out comes Snooki to introduce herself to the WWE audience. She got a couple boos here and there, but by the end of this segment, the WWE universe was behind them. Trish Stratus and Vicky Guerrero come out. They have a match. It obviously wasn't going to be any kind of interesting matchup. Trish Stratus ends up, Vicky Guerrero ends up picking up the win after, of course, it was no disqualification matchup. Lay Cool comes out, helps Vicky Guerrero pick up the win. And then Michelle McCool gets in Snooki's face. Snooki basically takes out Michelle McCool. She comes in and does an amazing Thez press onto Layla. I was surprised because she did a really good job, better even than Trish did, because Trish ended up Thez pressing Michelle McCool, and then Dolph Ziggler was out there and John Morris was out there, and it turns out that we're gonna have a 6 mixed tag team matchup. We're gonna have Lay Cool and Dolph Ziggler versus Snooki. She's gonna be at WrestleMania. Snooki, Trish Stratus, and John Morrison. So John Morrison now has a match, as does Dolph Ziggler. So obviously it's not gonna be that good of a match, but Snooki at WrestleMania should definitely provide some buzz for WWE, as Vince is on his warpath to make this the best WrestleMania ever. Alright, so we have the main event for the first time ever, Cena versus Alberto Del Rio, which started at 11 o'clock. I think the entrances were over at 11:05. You get a couple of, like a minute or two of wrestling. Cole, then we go to commercial break, but before that, Cole says that he has it on good authority that The Rock is in the building. We come back from commercial break. You know, the match, I don't remember who won the matchup. I don't even remember. Did anybody win the matchup? I don't remember. Yes, I can't remember. Forgive me. I think Brodus Clay might have interfered or something. Somebody interfered. It was really disqualification. So they were beating down on John Cena. And then The Rock's music hits. So we all think it's The Rock. From far away, it looked like The Rock, but then we got a little closer and we could see that it was good old Miz. Miz comes out. He takes out John Cena, does a rock bottom to John Cena, and then he continues he starts a vicious beatdown on John Cena, and that ends the show. And I gotta say this, as I said in my video last week, WWE needed to put the spotlight back on the WWE Champion, The Miz, and I think they did a great job tonight of making sure that people remembered The Miz is in this as well. He is the WWE Champion going to WrestleMania. WWE did a great job in this this tonight of building a lot of the feuds. I thought WWE, good job. So we'll see how everything turns out on SmackDown and next week on Monday Night Raw. Tell me what you guys thought about the show down below. I'm interested to hear. Did you like some of the stuff? What did you think about some of the stuff? What's your favorite feud right so far? And tell me all that down below. Thanks for watching again, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, subscribe, thumb up, comment, and check out the video on my other channel. It's up. There we go. The annotation's right there. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.